I don't know how we have power, but save as 33A. Dear God. There's not much going on underneath me, I don't think. Under that. Okay. Maybe there. The wind is starting to blow rain actually into the lanai. Shit's getting wet. I got an audio recorder out there under some towels hidden in a conveniently protected place, hopefully. I'm gonna keep an eye on it now that I see water coming in. But it was pretty well protected in there while the wind was blowing from side to side. But I saw this rock and I thought I'd hit record as soon as I saw this one because this is cool. But that's kind of been like a lot of things I've seen. I'm just gonna take pictures. Snip that there. Maybe do it again. That should do. Okay. 33B. Because of this, so here's that the front piece here. But over here, this is crazy. It's like it's just starting to blow, just like this. But it didn't actually complete. Like it cooled off enough to not actually rupture whatever like gases were within were vented somehow, maybe from other ones forming. That, and notice they're also on. Here's one over on the like blob, like periphery on the like on the outer edge, like nodes on here, like maybe constructing this rock. That's incredible. It's like an eye about to open. Wonder what's going on there. Like where that is. Where is that? Sometimes I'm not sure they're the same rock. This really looks like they're all the same stone though. So I'm not sure why that one has this random feature. I'm intrigued by things like this, like if they're little vortexes, like if right there, that little protrusion upward that's kind of lighter is maybe one of these as well. If that there is one, if that's one, that, like if they're little penetrating vortexes that created from flows of energy of ether, I guess, that created voids that then created stable, like cool features that were like these. I went for the most expensive ones this time. See if figuring they'd have the most rare, unique formations. Whoa. It's just imprinted on it. But it's not imprinted on that. It's like it bends a lot there. Maybe there. This wind it's picking up all right. It's almost 1 o'clock when it's Sarasota expires in 7 hours. 1 to 120 mile per hour winds with gusts to 150, equivalent category 3. Oh dear God. Plan. Da, da, da. I'm just trying to see actual radar and the expectation. Flickered, power flickered again. Might not be much longer, so back to this. Rather than checking the forecast, make sure I'm not gonna die. Sarasota is under major blah 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 blah. Warning, 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 warning. This one's similar to that pair, but not the pair. Holy shit. Like, these shapes are not just coincidence. They are energy flows. Like, this might even be some particle. Like, based on its shape, might be suggestive of a certain particle that it's most like. Kind of like how Bennu maybe is like a photon, a macro photon. Maybe this is a macro something that has a imbalance type of thing, like that type of structure. But frozen in time too, so just frozen here for us to see and study and analyze in close detail. How do I not take a picture? Like, let's go. Let's go. $34, literally. The quantity of these things that are just anomalous. This look, if these are, oh, they're like little drilling bits. A straight line. It's almost like energy was flowing here and then maybe tunneled in a little bit. And then it maybe came in more straight here and more straight there. And larger beam. Like beams. Ether beams of some sort passing through this material. Causing vortexes and imprinting, just anomalies. Like, what the fuck? It's incredible. Well, I should at least get that one, I guess. It looks like it might just be the same image sideways, but that's okay. 34B. Oh my god, this shit is exceptional. The way it takes different shapes at different angles. At this angle, it's very much more of like flat looking there. Oh dear God. Do I go smoke? I'll be out there. Okay. Cool. Maybe. Cool as fuck. This leading into a little one. Oh my god. Are you serious? This one I'd be a little more suspicious if it was handmade. The gouges are big and not as I mean, it looks pretty real, but this one I'd be open to saying maybe it was handmade, but like that looks pretty legit. That looks pretty legit. It's probably just legit. It just looks so rounded, so rounded. This just looks really well done if it's fucking made up though. Like it looks like that crevice goes pretty deep in there. And then it just kind of fills, but leads into one of these. I gotta take a picture of it. People can decide what they feel about it, I guess. Because it's that fucking anomalous. 36A. Possibly not real, though. It does look likely to be real, but of all the ones I've seen. If it's from the same, that's probably a good way to check if it's literally from that person. Something with an R or Guru. Then that probably means, yeah, this guy or this person, or people. This shop strongly suggests this is probably legit because everything they seem to have looks ridiculously legit. So for that to not be legit would be a little odd. It's probably legit. It would be a hell of a fucking counterfeit. It's tiny for $250. Although cool. Wow. It's just straight a blob with a fucking beam through it. I thought they had like some imagery of it. It's about to say. I might have seen this one. Oh my god. What? I've not seen this one. Oh my god, dude. Just stop it, guys. You're just blowing my minds. My mind's. Is this one here? That is this? Is that that? It looks like it. It's real different there. Yeah. Wow. Wow, dudes. Could this be any more incredible? What the fuck? $250? I just don't understand. How are they getting these? Just casually selling this fucking most. They must be such abundance there. I've never been, obviously, or even looked in that region. There's probably YouTube videos of people going searching for them and finding them to maybe get a better idea of how common they look to be. But holy, they're literally only found in one river in the world. Like, what? How are they not? That's fine, I guess. Maybe I'll redo it. There we go. Boom. Fucking boom. Bottom's not that great, but that's okay. 37A. Oh my god. guess I should start something. I keep starting from like the hard side to find maybe. Like this one I could easily start from the left side. 37B. 7C. Literally looks like a hand. Yo. Yeah, it's getting windy. No flooding here. I don't think we're really gonna get flooding here unless it literally, like the ocean, the Gulf. Dude, how incredible is this thing? Oh my god. Well, if you noticed, our tree broke. You see it? It's split down the middle. The left half of the tree is hanging down uh, parallel with the ground. It's sticking out and just kind of down. And then the banana tree is definitely damaged. It has a bunch of bananas. I'm pretty sure their weight, as soon as it started blowing, it just shoved the banana tree right over. So that happened. Oh, yeah. This is incredible. $37, $38, $37. Just making sure. Yeah, we have many banana trees. That's the thing with the banana trees, it seems. They just literally spawn like a ring of banana trees, which then spawn a ring of banana trees, which then spawn a ring of banana trees. I'm pretty sure that's how they would behave if they could. They just literally branch out continuously. So, and they also only give off one batch of bananas and then they need to be chopped down anyway. So that tree was basically at the end anyway, so that's not a big deal. Although the bananas will probably not be too happy about it. They're starting to be yellowish. The ones I tried to cut some off a few weeks ago. They have not really, maybe a week or week and a half. They've really not. They just went from green to like wrinkly and not really to like a softer yellow phase. So I must have done it too soon. So I'm not sure if they're ready. And this variety may not be it. It may just be the variety. And I just got to deal with eating it in a harder, less delicious phase. How does this rock though? How the fuck does this rock right here also look like this? And also look like this? And also look like this? It's absolutely mind-blowing. I want to see the like wrist. Here's the wrist. What? Well, there's definitely many of bananas presently, varieties. The Although maybe our fallback from the one that died off as like the main fallback is just not as good as I could see that. god. It literally looks like a fucking hand. But like a tentacle hand, like a Stretch Armstrong hand. Oh, a little bit of a frightening way. Oh my god. I just keep saying, oh my god, as I look at these things. I don't know how we have power. It's really mind boggling. Our power has certainly gone out for less than what's occurred so far. I mean, I guess I was meant to research these Shalingrams a little more. I gotta post about these ones. Like, what? I don't know. Like, not exclusively for sure, but they may be more so than other regions of the United States, maybe. But there's certainly above ground stuff too. Mind blown. Oh. I mean, let's just see. Is Florida underground utilities? Does Sarasota have 47%? There we go. It's 47%, so about half of it is underground. This freaking rock right here. Oh my god. They're just out of this world. I could look at this one all fucking day. Holy shit. I'm gonna make this bigger for a second. Like, god damn. This stone has a hand around the top of this. Which one? This one? This here? This one? This one? Oh, you're saying like here? I think it's all natural though. Like, dude, if you think about it, who the fuck could make this? Like, this shit right here. is really detailed. This aspect, every detail of it, like it's. I think that's just this is just how they form. I see what you're saying. Like that, you're saying they made like a wrist to a hand, maybe like this portion is shaped. I don't think it is though. Like I think it's actually formed like that. That's the crazy thing. A lot of them, like this outer edge, I think is actually just like that a lot of times. Like let's see if we can find another. Like this one has a lot of similar. Although this one I'm very suspicious of. It's just so perfectly rounded here. But it's from a vendor who I've come across with so many of these that it really don't look. They look pristine, like untouched. I think they just are all smooth because of some aspect of the formation process that just they are smooth. And it causes an appearance, although maybe, I don't know. Maybe they did mess with that. These things need to be studied rigorously. Here. I mean, it does look kind of like awkwardly, intentionally made into a hand, but so many, like some of them just, I think they just take shapes of living things. I don't know. I'm not convinced completely that it is intentionally shaped by someone who picked up this and said, I'm gonna like modify it. I don't know. Just ask. Hi, has this rock been modified in any way? Reviews. Tortoise-like body, having big bottom with single opening. Description. Oh my god. I was wondering if this could be the Philosopher's Stone. Like it's that incredible that it's like the gateway to understanding. It's just like if it truly formed like that to do that, it would be so revealing. And I mean, even if not, just the rest of it, where e- maybe they smoothen this, but it's so common for it to be like that. I'm not so sure. Whoa, this one has a sphere. What is going on in there? What the fuck is going on? That's so hard to see. What the fuck is going on? I'm still not sure that they did it though. That's all. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. that can't be real. That can't be real. Ones like that, I'm more open to be like, okay, that's not real. Oh dear God, it might be though. Dude, what if this one? What if this one was real? It looks fake though. It's from that person also. It's from that person also. I mean, look how that would take a hell of attention to detail to like carve that out. But it is quite the shape. Rare. This one's $200. It's like the size of a fingertip. Maybe it's one knuckle. I mean, that is generally applicable and revealing to things, I would say. If it were to form like that, and if it weren't, then they are referencing. I mean, this is more real looking. Holy shit. It looks like it went imbalanced and caused like a sort of ballooning in one direction and not the other. Like that looks carved. Oh my god. Is it? It's straight up got a sphere in it. I don't think it's carved either, now that I look at it. Oh my god, another sphere. Like this here. Oh yeah, let me go back to my work as a whistle. Holy shit, they took a close-up picture. That is insanity. Like, who could make this? And to sell it from exactly the location that they're from. But they're not fossils. That's the crazy thing. Eight A. Get that one too. Eight B. This one I'll take the arrows. 38C. And then maybe that. Shaligrams from Nepal, from the river, Gandakai River. Here, let me. I thought I've talked about this before. I've never brought this up with you. There's stones that are only found in Nepal in a river bank that are thought to be fossils, but that I believe to have been caused by the Earth expansion process. And that's why they have these shapes. And they're also always in these like black materials as like a base that they're formed from. And the energy flows are causing these shapes to be so varied, like this, which is why let me find the triple one. One of them has three of them somewhere. Triple one. This one. Like if we look closely, I believe that this one right here, this line continue, if we just kind of go up to here and then inward to this direction, like it basically it looks like it comes to meet this as if like there's a energy flow in this direction that's involved in the energy flow in this direction in their creation, maybe. Like I don't think their position is random. Like this one is also in this extended blob here. So like look at this one. Where is it? This one. See, it's got one here, it's got some oddity here, and something going on over here. Like it, and it's got this bend to it. Where that is, it's almost like it's like involved in the shape of the rock as a whole. Like, so for a fossil to in any way shape the rock around it doesn't make sense. Like this fossil would just be lodged in the rock, but the rock itself would not have any relationship really, generally speaking, to the shape of and position of these things within the rock. But they're like they tend to be at what seem to be like positions of significance within the rock energetically. Like this one really shows it, and then this one it doesn't even blow out. Like the energy starts to blow a bit, but it doesn't actually remove the. It's almost like a. It looks kind of like a bubble, like an eye opening that produces a opening in it, and then this layer opens again. Maybe like it looks like it fractured again. And that would reveal some system that's inside, but it just didn't actually fully blow. But like because it did partly, it literally severed the outer layer and like bubbled out, separating it. So like to me this is strongly suggestive of like a more of a bubbling process involved in the formation process than a fossil. The bubbling being probably like ether flows that are trapped in. Oh my god, fuck. I might go out there and smoke soon. But they have a lot of like this one, I believe, legitimately is this shape. Like it legitimately took this shape. It makes like aerodynamic sense that if this object were to be moving in like a rotating way, that it would like have a pressure here that would cause a bump on it that would then lead to like this bump while it's still in like a somewhat molten state, so it's more able to be changed in its shape. like a pressure was applied there. So clearly these things formed while molten, and the contained fossil, so-called fossil, was part of the formation process. The energy flows that participated in the end result shape of the rock, showing that like it literally cannot be a fossil, because fossils don't do that. They just lay in the ground and get covered by rock, and that's that. Like, over time, they really don't shape the rock. It doesn't really make any sense for these things to all be like encapsulated in the same material. Like, it can kind of make sense if we just think that like these things got trapped in sudden emissions from the earth that were molten, and then the things got trapped in it, and so we find only in the instances where their corpses were trapped in the rock. But I don't think it's actually sound, because it doesn't explain the actual geometric aspects of the positioning, shape, and all these things, and a lot of anomalies around them. They're all completely different from one another. Every one of them is like utterly unique, to a point where I'm like I've seen one with a sphere in there before, so this makes me feel even more inclined to think they can even have spheres. Like, this one doesn't have a sphere; it just has the points meeting. Where's the sphere? This thing. This is incredible. Like, how could this form anything but as a result of a process? Like, it's not a fossil. Like, there's a process that shaped the rock to it looks almost like a spaceship. And then it's got this inner like perfect sphere that's just held between the two sides of these gears. Like, this sphere was in some way rotating and causing gears to rotate. Like, it's straight up a sphere. That's why I'm like, well, maybe they didn't shape it. Like, maybe it legitimately was just like that. Even though there are like linear features that kind of go across the surface, maybe that's common. Like, this kind of has it. Maybe not as scratchy, so that was a little more scratchy looking. But maybe I should take this one. I don't think I did this one. I think I was just bored of it, even though it's cool. I'll just include the arrows because they're two over the rock. 39. That's fine. Maybe just do another image for lols. Like, I strongly suspect these shapes to be closely tied to so-called fundamental particles in ways, or atoms. I was thinking the 39B, the some of them are really distinct, like the gears at the center. Let me find one. Some of them have little sets of pairs. Where the hell is it? I know I have it. There it is. This one. Sets of pairs of. It's almost like, what if this is like each of these are protons and maybe neutrons or something like that? Like some sort of like actual indication of what particle this would be. Yeah. I mean, pretty much. And that's the beauty of it, though, is all the research is done. Like, people have already used telescopes to look out there, so it's just a matter of, like, then looking at it from an angle of that all systems are the same mechanically, to then like Bennu. Like, I really think it makes a lot of sense to me that Bennu uh, is a photon that the Earth emitted because of the orbital pattern it has. Where basically it starts at Earth at a minimum radius, and at a maximum radius it goes to Mars. So if these are electrons that are exchanging energy, photons, that kind of makes sense. So this looks to me like kind of like that kind of thing of a solar system atom, studying the atom as a result of the solar system's mechanics, and then just like literally just ironing it out, doing it across all spectrums until like the going up and going down in both directions like overlap enough to then start to like close the total gaps between the two, to then essentially have a complete understanding, relatively speaking. Um, this is all I got left. My mom's gonna be like, "What are you doing going out there? What are you doing? You better be careful out there." Like, man, I'm gonna get wet. I want to check my audio recorder and just make sure it's not too concerning. It should be fine. It's literally the only way it's not fine is if it's just downpouring directly into it. And even then, it would have to be a hell of a directly into it because I got it pretty well protected. It's like in the far back corner and protected. I mean, things physically blocking it, plus it's wrapped in towels. I honestly thought it might be dangerous that things in the lanai get blown around, but it's really not happening. Oh dear God! This 1 o'clock's when it actually was supposed to get really 1 to 6. This is the time. It's about to get like the real part of the storm. Fuck. The peak. Yeah, this is not even here yet. This is gonna come over us. Fuck. I think that's the one I just had open. I mean, it's pretty bad looking either way. Yeah, I guess it would be bringing water in like down here. It is gonna have a storm surge after power flickered again. It's a matter of minutes, probably. Yeah, they're saying it's gonna be a one like by this evening, like by 10 p.m. or something. The power keeps flickering. I'm gonna stop recording.